Hello everyone, welcome to Smart Preps. And today I have brought a very new topic and the most ignored part of English grammar, that is subjunctive mode with the full concept. Now let's understand what do we understand by subjunctive mode. But before that, let's understand that there are three kinds of moods in English. Okay? Three moods in English. Now, what is mood? When I say that there are three moods in English, let's understand what is mood in English. Now, mood refers to the speaker's attitude towards the action of the verb. Okay. Now, when I say there are three moods in English, first one is indicative mood. Okay. Indicative mood means states facts or asks questions. Okay. For example, she is happy. It means it is stating some fact that she is happy. Okay. Next is imperative mood. Okay. Next is what? Next is imperative mood. Okay. Next is imperative mood. Imperative mood gives or commands requests. Okay. Gives commands or request. For example, close the door. It is a command given by the person. So, imperative moods means it gives commands or requests. Next is subjunctive mood, the mood that we are going to talk about today. Subjunctive mood is the mood which expresses wish, suggestion, demand, necessity, or suggestion, demand, yes, or hypothetical situations. Okay. Now, when I say subjunctive mood is a mode which refers to give or express some wish or suggests. Now let's understand this subjunctive mood which is used when the sentences express. Okay. When the sentences express. Now when the sentence express, it expresses with some wishes, suggestions, demands, necessity, or hypothetical or in unreal situations. Okay? The verb in the subjunctive usually appears in the base form. Okay? The verb is in the base form. This is a very important point. For example, I suggest that he go to the doctor, not goes. Okay, so I suggest, giving a subjunctive expression. Okay, I suggest, suggestions, so that he go to the doctor. So I suggest him to go to the doctor is what is actually meaning in this sentence. We will not place goes. We will place he go. Although he is a singular subject. Yes, and we know that in subject-verb agreement, singular subject has a singular verb, but in subjunctive mode, the verb is in the base form, and that is why we will put he go to the doctor. I suggest him to go to the doctor. Yes, I suggest that he go to the doctor is the sentence. Let's understand there are various types of subjunctive mood. Now there are various types. First type is present subjunctive. Okay, the first type is present subjunctive, which is used for suggestions, demands, recommendations, or importance. Okay, now let's understand the structure of the present subjunctive. The structure will be subject plus the verb of suggestion or demand plus that plus subject plus the base verb. Okay. Now, there are certain common trigger words in the present subjunctive. The common trigger words are suggest, recommend, insist, demand, request, order, necessity, necessary, important, essential, propose. Okay. These are certain common trigger words. For example, let's understand the examples. The teacher suggested that he study harder. The teacher suggested. So this is the common trigger word. The doctor recommended that she take rest. Have you seen the structure? First is the subject, the doctor. Then verb of suggestion or demand, the trigger words. Recommended, I have said there is a common trigger word called recommend. Plus that, I told you in the structure, plus that. Again the subject, that she take, okay, that she take rest. It will not be that she takes rest. It should be she take rest, because the verb will be in the base form. Okay. Now, it is important that he be present at the meeting. It is important that he be present at the meeting. The judge ordered that the prisoner be released. Okay. Now, just note one point, that even with he or she or it, the verb stays base form. Okay, even with he, she, it, the verb will be in the base form. He go will be the correct base verb, not he goes. Okay, so we understood the present subjunctive mood. Now let's understand past subjunctive, which is used for unreal or imaginary situations, most commonly used with if or wish. Okay, the most important rule is the verb where is used for all subjects. For example, if I were rich, I would travel the world. Not if I was rich. So where will be used for the all subjects. The verb where will be used for all subjects. For example, if I were the Prime Minister, I would change the education system. She wishes she were tall. I wish I were there. Okay. So in the past subjunctive also, when, if or something that I wish for, I will always use where at for all the subjects. Okay. This is all about the past subjunctive. Now let's understand that subjunctive after wish. Okay, which is used for unreal desires. Okay, for some unreal desires, after wish, how the structure will be? First, the subject, then wish, then again the subject, plus past form. Let's understand examples. I, the subject, wish. Again, the subject, I, the verb, rich. I wish I were rich. Okay. She, the subject, wishes. Again the subject, the verb, a car. She wishes she had a car. So in the past form, she had a car. She wishes she had a car. Okay. So at last the past form will be there. At last the past form will be there. Were rich, she had a car. Understood? Now, subjunctive in fixed expressions. Let's understand that there are certain fixed expressions and how do we use subjunctive in this fixed expressions. Some expressions always use subjunctive form. Some expressions shall always use subjunctive. For example, God bless you. The most common thing that we always say, long live the king. Heaven forbid, so be it. So these are certain fixed expressions which always use subjunctive form. Now, key rule to remember. After suggest, demand, insist, recommend, the verb stays base form. Okay? After suggest, demand, insist, recommend, the verb stays base form. For example, the manager insisted. Yes, I told you insist. The manager insisted that he worked late. The verb is he worked late. Okay. The manager insisted that he works late is wrong. Okay. It shall be he worked late. The base form, the base verb is work late. Okay. So putting the base verb is always the universal rule. Now let's understand some questions. Okay. The question is, the teacher insisted that the student dash the assignment again. The teacher insisted that the student dash the assignment again. The student rewrites, rewriting, rewritten. So the answer is what? That the student rewrite the assignment again will be the answer. Explanation is what? After insisted, the verb must be base form. We know that now? Okay, again, if I dash the president, I would change the policy. If I dash the president, I would change the policy. Here I told you that we will always use where. We will not use was, am, or be. Okay, so if I were the president, I would change. It means in this question it is what? In this question it is explaining or expressing something that I wish for. Yes, so subjunctive I am putting some wish. So I'll use where. Okay, with the subjects, with all the subjects, where will be the verb that I'll be putting. Okay, yes. In unreal situations, unreal desires, where is used for all subjects. Next question, it is necessary that every student dash present in the meeting. It is necessary that every student dash present in the meeting. Is, was, be, being. The answer is B. It is necessary that every student be present in the meeting. Why we choose B? Because after necessary, subjunctive form be is used. Okay. Next question. She wishes she dash more time to study. She wishes she have, had, has, having. Okay. Which will be the answer? She had. After wish, past form is used. Okay. So she wishes she had more time to study will be the answer. Okay. The doctor recommended that he dash smoking. The doctor recommended that he stop smoking. Stops, stopped, stopping. Which will be the answer? That he stopped smoking will be the answer, because after recommended, base form is used. Now all these words, recommended, these kind of words is what? These are common trigger words that I explained. Yes. Next is, if I dash you, I would apologize. Now what will be here? If I were you, I would apologize. Yes. Answer is where. Next question, the committee demanded that the report dash immediately. The committee demanded that the report dash immediately. Submit, submitted, be submitted, submits. That the report be submitted immediately. Next question, I wish I dash a better singer. I wish I were a better singer. Now, I will give you one short trick to understand certain words, some common trigger words. The trick is what? Sir, dr. Sir, dr. So, sir as is suggest, I is insist, R is recommend, D is demand, R is request. So, after all these words, always the verb will be in the base form. This is the universal rule in subjunctive mood. For example, she suggested that he go. Okay? It will not be she suggested that he goes. It will be that he go. Okay? So this was the short trick that I given you. Now, all these words, how you will remember? That is why I have bought the short trick, sir, dr. Suggest, insist, recommend, demand, request. So, today I have bought the full concept with all the types of subjunctive, okay, with all the rules and with some questions that I have shown you with their examples, with their explanations also, so that you can understand the concept with the questions. Okay, only when we practice, then only we understand how the basic concept has been applied with the questions. Okay, so today subjunctive and fixed expressions we have understood after wish, the past subjunctive, the present subjunctive we have understood, with the trigger words we have understood, and the main conceptual understanding, the conceptual clarity we have got when we understood the subjunctive mood in English. Okay, subjunctive mood, the most ignored part in English, and today we have learned the subjunctive mood. Okay, so congratulations everyone. Now we know what is subjunctive mood with the full concept. So that is it for today's class. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day ahead.